Are you speaking about our society? We have an ideal, but we're here, or as individuals?
Well, I think it's twofold, and I think both, one is on a societal level and one is on a personal level. Let's deal with society first. How's that?
Okay. Well, society is made up of individuals, and things can change based on the actions of individuals if, enough individuals stand up. I find in ISKCON we have a habit of waiting for them, to start a program or pass a resolution or, give a class that says this. And once they do that, we will give ourselves permission then. And it's not necessary to wait. And also it's not the best service to Srila Prabhupada to wait. We can empower ourselves. My husband is an excellent, preacher. He's great at facilitating other devotees in Krishna consciousness. We have done that in our home for so many years because given our family situation, we didn't fit into the temple oriented, kinds of preaching. And we've done this in places where it wasn't, exactly the norm. And sometimes it wasn't even appreciated by the managers. But it was our space, right? Radha Swami told my husband once, you're a grihasta, you can do whatever you want, So we actually have the space, the facility to begin creating Vaishnavi Sanga, to begin coming together and helping each other advance in Krishna consciousness. We just need to take it. Any woman can invite other women to her home, right? And this is how we develop a society that has a different perspective on what protection means, by modeling it, And I will tell you that our young women are told you have to be protected by a man. They're not married, and so they are looking desperately for a man to protect them. That makes them so vulnerable to being exploited. It's really up to us as mothers to reach out to those young women and say, we have something to offer you. You're not going to learn how to be a Vaishnavi from Maharaj over there, but we would like to nurture you. We would like to support you. Our young women need that. Sometimes our older women need that. We can also ask, our male advocates. One of the problems in ISKCON, in my not so humble opinion, is that the male voice has dominated our public discourse. The male voice has driven our institutions and our policy decisions. There's nothing wrong with the male voice, but it's unbalanced. It's like a family where only the father is allowed to speak. The mother's not allowed to speak. That's by definition a dysfunctional family. So we need the Vaishnavi voice to be included in our decision making, in our management, in our policy setting, and in our culture. And we can count on our male allies to help us there. And I may be going off topic, but I'm compelled to share this. Facilitating other devotees' service is one of the most important services we can do. A lot of times when I'm feeling insecure about myself and I'm feeling less than, I want to do something and get noticed for it, right? It's human desire. I have it. But the services that have helped me advance the most in Krishna consciousness are services where I'm looking at someone else and saying, how can I help you do your service? How can I help facilitate you? And as the Vaishnavi minister, I was handed this worldwide responsibility with no resources, no staff, what can I do? I can't do anything, right? So it forced me to look for people that I could empower, so that they would, and the result is just exploding my mind. There are so many Vaishnavis in this movement who have so much to offer. All they need is someone to just say, yeah, you can do this, please do this. And they will do and are doing the most amazing things. I know Alaksha Prabhu is on the Zoom meeting, and she's our Vaishnavi minister for Mexico. And, it's like, I'm hoping to just have a representative in a country that I can communicate with, and she's up and running and implementing programs and, building teams. And it's just so fantastic. And every woman I work with is like that. and I have gotten off topic, but if we can bring that mood into all our relationships, if we can think about this younger devotee, what talents does she have? What opportunities would help her to advance? It can be as simple as, having a program and asking, the young women to lead kirtan, teaching them how to give a Bhagavatam class, having a discussion group with them, and with us older ladies too, because, I get lonely. I'm sure everybody gets lonely sometimes. We need each other. And our husbands, my husband, wonderful guy you will ever meet. I love him to death. But if he's the only person that I ever, get to interact with, it's not going to be good for either one of us. We need each other. And sometimes we're so focused on getting male approval, because we think, oh, we're less intelligent, we're less than, all this. So we need a male to validate us, whether it's husband, Maharaj, whoever. But we need to remember that we can validate each other, right? And we should be validating each other. Sorry,